3 weeks. That's all it took, just 3 painfully long weeks that turned Prince Harry's world upside down. What began as a simple desire to be loved spiraled into a chilling discovery that would rip open secrets buried deep in the glittering world of the elite. And at the center of it all, Meghan Markle. It started with a photo, that infamous Croatia yacht picture. It had been 3 weeks since the images hit the internet like wildfire, but something about them just wouldn't let Harry rest. He'd stare, zoom in, zoom out, close his laptop, and then come back hours later like he was possessed. It was as if that picture was mocking him, holding a secret he couldn't see yet. Then one night his heart stopped. His eyes caught something he'd never noticed before. On the yacht's deck, tucked near the side, sat a small navy blue canvas bag. Nothing flashy, nothing luxurious, but the golden letters embroidered on the front made his stomach twist. Soho House. Harry froze. That name Soho House wasn't just some fancy brand. It was the exclusive members-only club Meghan had been deeply tied to for years. The very place that defined the powerful and the privileged. Every party, every whispered conversation, every coincidental introduction, it all came from there. And suddenly, things that used to feel random didn't feel random anymore. Harry's chest tightened. He knew he wasn't sleeping tonight until he uncovered what this really meant. With trembling fingers, he opened a new browser tab and typed Soho House Marcus Anderson Meghan Markle. When the results loaded, his blood ran cold. He had always thought Marcus Anderson was just Meghan's harmless, quirky friend from Toronto, the fashionable guy always around, charming everyone. But what he read now shattered that image. Marcus wasn't just in the scene, he was the scene. Old society blogs, deleted interviews, and archived magazines hidden deep in the web all painted the same picture. Marcus Anderson wasn't a consultant. He was a broker of access, a man who connected ambitious women with the most powerful men in the world. He introduced actresses to producers, models to billionaires, dreamers to gatekeepers. He wasn't attending parties for fun, he was orchestrating them. Harry leaned back, heart pounding in disbelief. How had he been so blind? Marcus had always been there at their wedding, sitting front row, whispering things, always hovering in the background like a shadow. But what if Marcus wasn't just a friend? What if he was Meghan's handler? Desperate for answers, Harry clicked through another link, an old Toronto social photo archive. The next 6 hours became a blur. The deeper he went, the darker it got. Everywhere he looked, Marcus and Meghan. Events, fundraisers, yacht parties, intimate gatherings. Meghan wasn't just part of the Soho House circle, she was molded by it. Still, a part of him refused to believe it. Maybe it was just coincidence. Maybe the timelines overlapped by chance. He wanted so badly to believe that the woman he loved was just misunderstood. But then came the phone call that changed everything. Late one night, while Meghan slept upstairs, Harry picked up his phone and dialed a number he hadn't used in years. A former Soho House insider. Someone who knew that glittering, scandal-soaked world better than anyone. The man's voice was calm, but his words, they cut like a knife. Marcus Anderson doesn't run a social club, Harry, the voice said quietly. He runs what we used to call a finishing school, not for manners, for access. Harry didn't breathe. He finds women with ambition, the man continued, women who want to climb. Then he trains them how to dress, how to talk, how to blend into the world of power without looking out of place. He brings them into Soho House, connects them with men who can open doors. He's not just connected, he's strategic. Harry sat frozen. Marcus wasn't just a social butterfly, he was a gatekeeper to a hidden network of influence. And Meghan? She had been one of his students, the man went on. Marcus has access to guest lists, private calendars, and every exclusive invitation you can imagine. He knows who's attending what, and he positions his women accordingly. They meet the right people at the right time. It's all arranged. Harry's heart raced as memories flashed before him. Marcus at polo events in 2013, charity galas in 2014, London after-parties where Harry happened to show up. Marcus was always nearby, watching, connecting, orchestrating. Then came the gut punch. Marcus doesn't just introduce people, Harry, he positions them. That single sentence echoed in his mind. Suddenly, Harry began connecting dots he never wanted to see. Meghan's lavish lifestyle. Before the royal chapter flights to Europe, designer wardrobes, luxury hotels, exclusive memberships, he knew what she earned on suits. The numbers just didn't add up. So he made another call to someone still inside Soho House, Toronto. This time, what he learned turned his hands to ice. Meghan's membership? Fully comped. Not discounted, not half paid, entirely free for 5 years. When Harry asked who sponsored it, there was only silence on the line. Then, finally, a whisper. Marcus handles that. He makes sure certain women get in, sometimes through corporate accounts, sometimes anonymous donors. No questions asked. That's when the horror truly hit. Someone had funded Meghan's entire rise, her transformation from a mid-tier TV actress into a high society figure perfectly groomed for elite rooms. Harry grabbed the pen and started doing the math. Flights, fashion, hair, hotels, memberships, yacht trips. The total, over $70,000 a year, money Meghan never had. And once he saw that money trail in his mind, he couldn't unsee it. Now paranoia clawed at him day and night. He needed to know everything. So one morning, he walked into his office, opened a drawer he hadn't touched since the wedding, and pulled out the official wedding guest list. 600 names. But he'd never really studied Meghan's side before. He had trusted her. This time, he looked closer, and what he saw shattered him. Marcus Anderson, Jessica Mulroney, Misha Nono, Serena Williams. Executives, influencers, every one of them tied to Soho House in one way or another. Out of 200 guests from Meghan's side, over 60 were directly connected to Marcus's world. Harry grabbed a highlighter, marking name after name after name until his hands shook. This wasn't a gathering of friends, it was a network. And then he noticed a photograph from the reception. Marcus standing with 4 Soho House executives, all smiling, champagne glasses raised as if celebrating a job completed. That's when it hit him like a physical blow. His wedding wasn't just a love story, it was a summit. A crowning moment for the network that had built her, funded her, and delivered her straight into the royal family. From that day forward, Harry barely slept, barely ate. He spent his nights pacing, researching, connecting dots that led nowhere good. And deep down, he feared the worst that he had been living in a story scripted long before he ever realized he was a character in it. Harry's nights turned into long hours of silence, haunted by the weight of everything he'd just uncovered. The palace halls that once brought him peace now felt like they were closing in on him. His mind wouldn't stop replaying those names, those connections, those moments he thought were his own, but were they ever really? And then came the part he had been avoiding for years. Something so ordinary, yet so powerful it nearly broke him the voicemails. He remembered them clearly now. William had left messages before the engagement, ones Harry ignored in blind anger. He'd been too in love, too stubborn, too desperate to protect what he thought was his fairy tale. But that night, Harry decided to listen. He scrolled through his old phone archives, his hands trembling. So many forgotten. Recordings, reminders, notes. Then there it was, November 2017. He pressed play. William's voice filled the room, calm but heavy, like someone trying to save a brother from walking into a fire. "Harry, you need to listen to me," William said softly. "Palace security ran a background check. Meghan's Palace 6 been part of the Soho House crowd for years. Marcus Anderson's reputation is well known. He positions women. She's been photographed with men from your world since 2014. This isn't random. Please, look into this before you propose." Harry's breath caught in his throat. He replayed the message once, then again, then again. Every time he listened, the truth cut deeper. William wasn't jealous. He wasn't controlling. He wasn't trying to sabotage anything. He was warning him. He found 2 more voicemails. In one, William explained that security had found Meghan attending private events connected to Harry's charity donors. In another, he warned that Marcus had direct ties to several people in Harry's close circle. And all this time, Harry had deleted them. He had erased those words without listening, convinced everyone was just out to ruin his happiness. Now, sitting alone, he realized the one person he'd pushed away had only been trying to protect him. That realization broke him. He sat for hours, frozen, staring at the wall, tears running silently down his face. His chest ached with the kind of pain no one could fix. He wasn't angry anymore, he was haunted. Because now, every moment, every coincidental meeting, every sweet smile from Meghan replayed in his mind with a different meaning. Was any of it real? Or had it all been a carefully planned ascent, step by step, hand in hand with Marcus Anderson, funded by faceless people who saw in Meghan not love, but potential? Harry lay awake most nights now, staring at the ceiling, hearing that whisper in his head over and over. He doesn't just introduce people, Harry, he positions them. And every time he replayed William's voice, those words burned deeper. "Please look into this before you propose." If only he had be. listened. Now, every night when the house grows quiet and the cameras are gone, Harry lies awake staring into the darkness, haunted by the same question looping endlessly in his head: was I ever truly loved? Because if everything he discovered was true, then the story of Harry and Meghan wasn't just a romance. It was a setup, a climb, a chess game played by people who understood power better than he ever could. He thought he'd escaped the royal machine when he left the palace, but now he realizes he just traded one system for another. And the cruelest part of all, the person holding the strings this time isn't wearing a crown, she's wearing a smile.